Quincy, take me back to your pro day. Did you have any interaction with the Steelers? Did you know they were there? What has the relationship been like before you were drafted?
Yeah, they were there. We had all 32 teams represented at our pro day. I didn't really have too much interaction with the Steelers. Leading up to the draft, I interviewed with them maybe once or twice. But most people I know, they say that's kind of how it goes. The team that usually drafts you don't really interact with that much.
I remember after the Steelers drafted you and you jumped on the Zoom call with the media, obviously growing up in Ravens territory in Maryland and all of your family members, are they fully converted to Steelers fans? And just take me through that process and what it was like getting that call from Coach Tomlin.
Yeah, my family's my family. Some of my biggest supporters. So they're like full-blown Steelers fans. I'm sure deep down inside, they still got a little bit of Ravens. They'll probably be happy to see them win. But no, they're really like big fans of me. One of my biggest supporters, like I said. And just back to the moment when I got drafted, it was kind of a good feeling because it's a dream come true. Something you've been dreaming about as a kid. But it was like, I enjoyed it for a few hours. And I'm like a person that thinks ahead a lot. So I'm ready to get to work and start achieving some of these goals, seeing what I can put forth on this level.
What has been the biggest challenge for you since coming to Pittsburgh and going through OTAs and looking ahead to minicamp?
Really just getting adjusted to being in a new situation, a new environment, new playbook, learning the plays, making sure I got everything down pat. But that's really the biggest things. Like I said, I'm starting to get comfortable, situated here. And so, I'm excited about what's to come.
What have you been working on since joining the Steelers? What are coaches asking you to do that you are, setting up for yourself in terms of those goals you were speaking about?
Just being consistent, being the same guy every day, bringing the same things, and just getting better every day. Really learning the playbook. The first couple weeks is really heavy on learning the playbook, so I want to make sure I get it down to a T. And so those are the things that I'm working on right now. Just consistency, learning the playbook, and just positively affecting my teammates every day.
Who is somebody you're leaning on with the Steelers in terms of learning that playbook, or the little things like where's this in the facility, something like that?
Yeah, definitely. So far, Alex has been a great help to me. Cam Hayward has been a great help. They do a good job of leading me in the right direction. Because there's things that I won't know. I could easily lean on them and ask them. They've been a tremendous help thus far.
You mentioned Alex Highsmith. When he came in as a rookie last year, there were no OTAs. Everything was fully virtual until they got to training camp. Do you guys collectively as rookies, talk about the fact that you are getting this experience of kind of blending with veterans and getting an early jump on preparing for what the season will be?
Yeah, I think it must have been hard for the rookies last year. Not having this experience because, just being around the coaches, even things like learning the coach's style, what they kind of like, what they're looking for, like physically being here and walking through the playbook. Like I'm the kind of guy, where, I have to kind of do it and go through the motions to learn faster, and I can't imagine not having that advantage. I hats off to the rookies that came in the NFL last year and picked it up, because I can't even imagine not having OTAs and coming straight into camp where everything's so fast.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for having me.